Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've posted a few videos over the past day or so, but today I wanted to just hop on and do a quick little pep talk before I go back to making more meditations for you guys to use. And I just want to remind you that you don't have to settle for a single thing in your life, that you have the ability to turn situations around. And like I've talked about, like I talk about every time I come on camera, that really comes down to taking on a new identity, an identity that no longer relates to the BS in your life and allows for you to focus differently and create a different day, a new way of showing up, a different way of handling situations. And I know that may not always be the easiest thing to do sometimes, but one of the things that has helped me the most when I was in those low places was to get offline. Not like I had to isolate myself from the world, but to no longer dissociate and use content to distract myself from applying myself. And I'm obviously a content creator, but again, that's why I've been putting out a lot of meditation so that you have content that you can actually use. Okay. So after you watch this video, or even right now, you'd be like, okay, let me stop distracting myself. Bye, Dylan. Okay. You can close the video right now. I won't be offended. But even after this video, instead of clicking on the next video and spiraling out and just consuming tons and tons of content, I want you to look up from your phone, look at your immediate reality, and take care of the things that need to be taken care of. Whether that's sitting down and doing a meditation to feel better, whether that's organizing your spaces better, whether that's doing the work that you've been avoiding, you create the change in your life by taking a proactive approach to being that change. And so, depending on content and watching content, consuming tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of content, yes, there is a learning curve to anything that you do, but application is going to trump theory. Okay. So, I just want to hype you up. I just want you to feel good with yourself. I want you to remember that you're sexy as fuck, that you don't have to accept things in your life that you don't want to continue to experience. You have the ability to create the changes that you desire in your life. You really do. You can create a life you love. You're powerful enough to do that. You're smart enough to do that. You are resilient enough to do that. You're brave enough to do that. You're beautiful enough to do that. Okay. You're deserving enough to do that. And I hope you just soak in all this energy I'm giving you and look life in the face and don't let that shit beat you down. Don't let these people, don't let these people convince you. Do not let these people make you forget who you are. I don't care how cute he may be or she may be. I don't care how good that company may be. I don't care how poppin' these people, places, or things think they are. You're poppin' too. You're beautiful too. You're just as worthy. You're just as good enough. Do not let this shit intimidate you into submitting and giving up. You don't have to. You do need to take a proactive approach to being a part of the change. Okay. And I know sometimes that can feel difficult, but you got the tools, you got the support, you got the ass, you got the grit to do it. So do it. Okay. You'll be proud of yourself. Don't give up on yourself. All right. And, you know, you really don't got any competition either. The only person you're competing with is you. If you're struggling with insecurities in your mind, or doubts or fears, like you gotta know, you gotta recognize yourself. Okay, I'm really, I know I'm being jokey right now, but like you gotta really recognize yourself. When you genuinely recognize yourself, I don't care how good looking other people are. They're not you. They're not me. They're not going to be able to create the quality of relationships or connections that you do, that I do. They might have good qualities. They might have different characteristics that are better, but they're not you. You also have characteristics and qualities that are better than other people too. But you got to recognize that. So stop giving a fuck about all these people and start giving a fuck about you. Okay. And I'm so serious. Like, I know I create content, but like, close this and engage with your life. Even if that is, again, a meditation. You don't have to use the meditations on my channel. You can use them as inspiration, create your own. I'm not going to be offended, but empower yourself to overcome this shit. And I wish I knew about mindset the way that I talk about it on my channel years and years and years ago. I started doing vision boards when I was like, I don't know, 15, 16. I knew about mindset, but not to the depth that I know it now. And like, I know it can feel hard sometimes, but if you continue to apply yourself and you just let those beliefs sink in, the moment that it lands for you, you're not going to give a fuck about none of this shit no more. You're not going to be intimidated by it no more. It's not going to get the same reaction from you anymore. Oh, you are going to level up so much. And you will be able to create new things or fix whatever you want. But I know sometimes the road to getting to that version of yourself can be a little bit bumpy. So don't be intimidated by that. And don't be intimidated by circumstances. And don't be intimidated by other people, or let your insecurities get the best of you, the inner critic inside of you to get the best of you. You deserve success just as much as another person does. And you have the ability to create a life you love just as much as other people do. There are people that are creating amazing, fucking mind-blowing lives every day. And you're no different from those people. And a lot of them came from nothing. But they all have one thing in common, and they say it. They decided to believe in themselves, and they didn't give up. No matter if people made fun of them, no matter if people judged them, no matter if people bullied them or hated on them. Some of the most successful people get so much hate. How can they still succeed? Because their belief in themselves doesn't give a fuck about that hate. You got to develop that relationship with yourself. And it all starts right now. Okay. So you can do it. Okay. I love you. Have a beautiful Saturday or whatever day it is when you watch this, and be the change. Okay. Bye.